Liverpool fans dreamed of a homecoming. Roberto Firmino, the Samba soul of Klopp's greatest side, back in red under the Anfield lights. The no-look goals, the dancing celebrations, the selfless magic, they all painted the picture of a fairy tale return. But when Firmino walked back through the doors at Anfield this week, flanked by new head coach Arne Slot, the mood wasn't jubilation. It was confusion. Curiosity. A strange silence. Because something was off, and it wasn't just Firmino's new haircut. This wasn't the emotional reunion supporters had imagined. There were no grand tributes, no emotional speeches, no teary-eyed montages. In fact, Firmino barely spoke at all during the press conference. And that silence? It said more than words ever could. Arne Slot, who is still trying to carve his own identity in the shadow of Jurgen Klopp, fielded the questions. He praised Firmino's leadership qualities and his experience. But there was no talk of him returning as a starting forward, nor was there any clarity on what his actual role would be. Is he a player coach? A mentor to the young strikers? A sentimental squad member? Nobody knows. And when a journalist finally asked Firmino directly how it felt to return to Liverpool, the Brazilian simply smiled, nodded, and passed the mic back to Slot. That moment sent shockwaves through the fanbase. Not because of what was said, but because of what was left unsaid. Firmino is adored at Anfield. A cult hero. A symbol of Klopp's philosophy, selfless, joyful, relentless. But in his return, there was no sparkle in his eyes. No sense of unfinished business. It felt more like an obligation than a revival. Almost transactional. Whispers from inside the club suggest this may have been a move driven more by marketing and legacy branding than footballing necessity. With key players like Sulla and Van Dijk nearing the twilight of their Liverpool chapters, bringing Firmino back might serve as a nostalgic bridge, a way to emotionally link the past with an uncertain future. But is that fair to Bobby? Is that fair to Slot? There's still hope, of course. This is Roberto Firmino, a man who built a Liverpool legacy with a smile and a step over. Maybe there's a twist in this tale yet, but as things stand, this return feels less like a fairy tale, and more like a puzzle no one has figured out how to finish. And in Liverpool, where legends are remembered for how they end their stories, this silent start is raising far more questions than answers.